Hi, this is my neighborhood. I grew up in this building. This is a great community now, but it's had its share of problems.
A logo for the CDC appears featuring an abstract bird made of human faces in profile. A young man sits on the front stoop of a house in the city. 3 young boys stand to the side. One young boy is tossing a ball in the air and catching it. Another boy is holding a baseball bat on his shoulder.
When I was a kid, our community had high unemployment, a lack of resources for families, and lots of kids hanging out with no adult supervision.
A car drives past a row of urban homes, apartments, and shops.
You might have heard about adverse childhood experiences, or ACEs. ACEs are traumatic events in childhood, like abuse and neglect, that can increase risk for future problems. But they don't have to. The good news is that ACEs and their consequences can be prevented. Take me, for example. I was at risk for ACEs, and despite all the things that put me at risk, some pretty incredible people helped make sure that I wouldn't become another statistic. Come on, I'll show you around. That's Jackson. He's a cool kid. His dad left when he was 2, and his mom works 2 jobs. I hang out with him every Thursday night and help him with his homework.
Mentorship. The young man stands up from the stoop. As the screen goes dark, the boy tossing the tennis ball up and down is highlighted.
Sometimes we grab ice cream. It's fun. Plus, he has another adult role model to learn from and trust. That's Mr. Martino. When I was a kid, he let me help him at the store sometimes after school when my parents were working late. He did that for a bunch of us.
A car drives by an illustrated storefront. In the window are several signs. They read, "Help Wanted," and "Career Workshop tonight at 7 p.m., free at the community center." The shopkeeper standing at the cash register waves at the young man through the window.
My dad actually found his job as a mechanic because of Mr. Martino. This helped our family in so many ways. Not only did my dad have a steady paycheck, which eased his stress about paying rent and buying necessities like food and clothes, but he was also a lot nicer to me, my brother, and my mom once he started working a job that made him feel good about himself.
A male mechanic holds a clipboard and looks at the engine of a car with 2 other mechanics. A paycheck, bags of groceries, and a family picture appear on screen.
When communities come together, they can do so much to prevent ACEs. Mr. Martino and other local business owners put together a series of career workshops to help people like my dad find work. My mom also got a job with a company that allowed her to work from home and spend more time with me and my brother.
Career workshops. The young man walks across the screen.
Mariana has just gotten out of a class about handling challenges of single parenting. The clinic offers free childcare so Mariana's daughter, Ella, can play while Mariana's in class. The class helps parents like Mariana develop positive parenting skills, not just for babies and toddlers, but for teenagers too.
A young woman and a little girl hold hands as they walk out of a building with an automatic sliding door. The sign on the door reads, "Parent Training Today."
This is another way our community has come together to give families the resources they need, and just one more way to prevent ACEs. This was my school, Riverside Middle, right in the heart of town. These kids are here for a sponsored summer camp. This community-supported program helps families with affordable, quality childcare and helps kids get tutoring and learn life skills.
A school building with a yellow door and a tall flagpole appear on screen.
When I was a kid, I spent a lot of time at this school all year long. There was one counselor, Miss Greer, who I remember more than anyone. She was a really good listener.
The young man walks past a basketball court where a camp counselor is speaking to several children. One of the children is dribbling a basketball.
Miss Greer helped me and my brother get involved in after-school activities like baseball and soccer. Our coaches were super nice and were mentors to us. Staying after school for practice kept us and a lot of other kids out of trouble. When schools help take responsibility for preventing ACEs, everybody wins.
After-school activities. A basketball goal, tragedy and comedy masks, a microscope, a conical flask, a guitar, music notes, a paintbrush, and an artist's palette appear on screen.
My life could have gone in a completely different direction. Studies show that ACEs can have long-term negative effects on kids' health and well-being that may last into adulthood and even continue in future generations. But by people and groups taking action, ACEs can be prevented.
A number line titled "Number of ACEs" appears at the bottom of the screen. The number line grows incrementally from 0 to 4. Many colorful dots pulsate above the number line. Throughout the dots is written "Depression," not finishing school, chronic diseases, and job challenges.
In fact, there are 5 known strategies that help stop ACEs before they even start. You can implement them in your own community, just like we did. How? By strengthening economic support for families.
A woman works on a laptop in the dark. Through the doorway is a baby crib and mobile.
By changing social norms to support parents in positive parenting.
A young woman and a little girl walk while holding hands.
By providing quality care and education early in life.
An elderly woman in a wheelchair and a young girl sitting on a bench play chess at a park table.
By enhancing parenting skills to promote healthy child development.
2 women and a young girl stand in front of a 24-hour urgent care. The sign on the wall reads, "Parenting class this way."
And by intervening to lessen harms and prevent future risk.
The young man and the boy tossing the ball stand together. The young man places his hand on the boy's shoulder.
So, now you know my story, and you've seen the prevention strategies in my community that helped me beat the odds. I had healthy relationships with my family and friends. I learned how to take care of myself and make good choices. And today, I'm a mentor to other kids who need some extra help so they don't become an ACEs statistic.
A car drives past a row of urban homes, apartments, and shops again.
Safe, stable, and nurturing relationships and environments are essential to prevent child abuse and neglect and to assure that all kids reach their full potential. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Banana split? You got it.
The young man and the boy walk off screen. There are many ways you can help kids from becoming a statistic. Download the Child Abuse and Neglect Technical Package for more information about how to prevent ACEs. www.cdc.gov/violenceprevention/pdf/can-prevention-technical-package.pdf